Lively's legal team saying the experiences of Ms. Lively and others were documented at the time they occurred, starting in May of 2023.
Imagine this: Blake Lively, Hollywood's golden girl, standing in a courtroom, her world crumbling as her own lawyer storms out, caught in a bribery scandal so wild it could end her career. Texts leaked, accusations flying, a $400 million lawsuit, spiraling out of control. What started as a movie about love and survival has morphed into a real-life nightmare of betrayal, power plays, and secrets too explosive to bury. This is no gossip rag rumor. This is the scandal shaking Tinseltown to its core, and it's only getting messier. Let's set the stage. It's March 29th, 2025.
Had there been these horrible things, and had there been these horrible text messages, had there been this horrible information, that stuff would have been put out there too.
And Blake Lively is no stranger to headlines. She's the star of It Ends With Us, a film that raked in millions last year, adapting Colleen Hoover's tearjerker novel about domestic violence into a box office hit. But behind the scenes, something darker was brewing. What began as whispers of tension with her co-star and director Justin Baldoni has erupted into a legal firestorm, one that's now taken a shocking turn. Her lawyer, one of her key allies in this fight, has just walked away. Why? Bribery allegations so damning they've sent shockwaves through her camp and beyond. Rewind to December 2024. Blake files a bombshell complaint with California's Civil Rights Department.
So they filmed May to June, then shut down for the strike, and then they were down until January. But I think that the strike lifted in November, but then she had all these return to work.
Accusing Baldoni of harassment during the filming of It Ends With Us in 2023. She claims he crossed lines, unwanted advances, inappropriate comments, a hostile set environment. She doesn't stop there. She alleges Baldoni orchestrated a smear campaign in 2024 to tank her reputation after she spoke up, a calculated move to silence her. The complaint leaks to the New York Times, and suddenly, the public's feasting on every detail. Texts, emails, insider accounts. It's ugly, it's raw, and it's everywhere.
And that's part of the point that Justin's team is making in kind of complying with what they're viewing as threats made on her behalf.
Baldoni doesn't flinch. He fires back in January 2025 with a $400 million defamation lawsuit against Blake, her husband Ryan Reynolds, their publicist Leslie Sloan, and others, claiming they've spun a web of lies to destroy him. He says Blake's accusations are fabricated, a power grab to wrest control of the film from him. He points to texts, leaked by his former publicist Stephanie Jones, showing Blake allegedly threatening him with false claims unless he handed over creative reins. His lawyer, Brian Friedman, calls it pure malice.
She states that Mr. Baldoni put his bare hands on her backside and said that he was trying to help her with her posture.
A Hollywood takedown fueled by ego and revenge. The plot thickens. Stephanie Jones, Baldoni's ex-publicist, becomes a wild card. Fired by Baldoni's Wayfarer Studios, she hands over a trove of private communications to Blake's team via subpoena. Baldoni sues her, alleging she breached trust, sparking this catastrophic fallout. Jones counters that she's got evidence, hard proof of Baldoni's missteps. Meanwhile, Blake's camp says they're just following the legal playbook, but Baldoni's side paints it as a dirty move by a scorned star leveraging her A-list clout.
I said that having read through Blake Lively's complaints, that it was evident to me that she was likely under the influence.
Now enter the bribery scandal. March 2025, and the case is heating up ahead of a 2026 trial. Blake's legal team, led by heavy hitters Mike Gottlieb and Ezra Hudson, is pushing to dismiss Baldoni's suit, citing a 2023 California law protecting harassment accusers from retaliatory defamation claims, a $Me Too era shield. They argue Baldoni's case is baseless, a desperate swing at a woman who dared to speak. But then a bombshell drops.
Justin says the war between himself and Blake really started in May 2023 when they started shooting the movie. He claims that she was organizing a takeover strategy.
Rumors swirl that one of Blake's lawyers tried to bribe a witness, who, a crew member from It Ends With Us, allegedly offered cash to flip their story and back Blake's harassment claims. The accusation lands like a grenade. Baldoni's team pounces, claiming it proves Blake's camp is playing dirty. Texts surface. Cryptic exchanges between the lawyer and an unnamed fixer make it worth their while. We need this locked down. No hard proof ties it to Blake herself, but the damage is instant. Her lawyer, unnamed in reports but central to her defense, quits, walks out. No statement, no explanation, just gone.
And she was postpartum, so she was very offended by this. Now, Baldoni was a director of the movie, one of the directors on the movie, and he obviously therefore wanted the movie to be a success.
Sources say they couldn't stomach the heat, couldn't risk their career on a case now tainted by scandal. Blake's left reeling, her team scrambling to regroup. Let's zoom out. This isn't just about one lawyer bailing. It's a collision of power, fame, and truth in Hollywood's pressure cooker. Blake's not alone. Ryan Reynolds is tangled in this too. Baldoni's suit accuses him of bullying, calling him a sexual predator on set, even pressuring talent, agency WME, to drop him.
You can understand it. They're sort of radioactive. In one breath, Blake Lively is saying she was the subject of serious sexual harassment during the filming of It Ends With Us.
Ryan's lawyers fire back, saying he's just a supportive spouse caught in the crossfire. But Baldoni's camp doubles down, pointing to a Deadpool and Wolverine character, Nicepool, as a subtle jab at him. Fans speculate. Social media erupts. Is Ryan trolling or is it coincidence? Either way, it's fuel on the fire. The stakes climb higher. Blake and Ryan push for a protective order, begging the court to shield their texts with high-profile individuals. Think Taylor Swift, Hugh Jackman, from leaking. Why? They fear Baldoni could weaponize them, spinning private rants into public ammo. On March 13th, a judge grants a modified order, attorneys' eyes only, for sensitive info. Baldoni's team can't see it, only their lawyers can. Blake wins a round, but the victory's hollow. The bribery rumor lingers, and her ex-lawyer's exit screams trouble. What's the truth here? Blake says she's a victim, harassed, and smeared. Baldoni says he's the target, framed by a power couple flexing their influence. The bribery angle muddies it all. Was it real, or a plant by Baldoni's side to discredit her? No one's got receipts yet. Court filings show Blake's team dismissing it as gossip, while Baldoni's lawyer Friedman calls it the tip of the iceberg. He's hinted at more leaks, more proof, dangling the promise of a reckoning. Step back to the set of It Ends With Us. Summer 2023. Blake's playing Lily Bloom, a woman escaping abuse. Baldoni's Ryle Kincaid, her volatile love interest. The story's heavy, the mood tense. Crew whispers say Blake and Baldoni clashed from day one. She wanted more control, script tweaks, edit input. He pushed back, citing his director's vision. Tensions boiled. Blake's camp says his behavior turned predatory. His says she overstepped, wielding her star power like a club. Two female castmates back Blake, claiming unwelcome behavior. Baldoni calls it hearsay. No one's budging. Fast forward to the fallout. August 2024, the film drops. It's a hit, but the press tour is a mess. Blake's bubbly, promoting the movie solo. Baldoni's MIA, dodging joint events. Fans notice. Rumors swirl. Then December hits, and the lawsuits fly. By March 2025, it's a circus. 6 lawsuits, 3 celebs, 4 publicists, and now this bribery twist. The public's hooked. Every filing's dissected online. Every text a treasure trove. X lights up with takes. Blake's a liar, Baldoni's a creep. Hollywood's eating itself alive. Let's talk money. Baldoni's $400 million suit isn't just bold, it's a statement. He's betting his career on proving Blake tanked him. She's countersuing, claiming damages from his alleged retaliation. Wayfarer Studios, Baldoni's company, is bleeding. Projects stalled, sponsors spooked. Blake's brand takes hits too. Endorsements waver as the bribery rumor festers. Sony, the film's distributor, stays mum, but ex-CEO Tony Vinciqueira's August 2024 praise of Blake. Her passion is commendable, feels distant now. The legal chess game's brutal. Blake's team leans on that California law, arguing Baldoni's suit violates her rights to speak. Baldoni says she's abusing the system, dodging accountability. March 20th, she moves to dismiss his case. Friedman calls it abhorrent, vowing to fight. Ryan files his own dismissal motion, slamming Baldoni's thin-skinned outrage. The judge sets a trial for March 2026. 2 years of this war still ahead. No settlements in sight. Both sides are dug in. Back to the bribery. Who's the witness? Speculation points to a grip or assistant director, someone low-key with set access. No names leaked, but the story's wild. $50,000 allegedly dangled to say Baldoni groped Blake during a scene. True or not, it's a gut punch. Her lawyer's exit amplifies it. Why run if it's fake? Blake's silent, her team deflecting. Baldoni's camp smirks, hinting at more dirt. The court's quiet, but X isn't. Posts scream, she's done, or he's framing her. Context matters. Hollywood's shifting. Me Too's legacy looms. Blake's claims echo a movement, but Baldoni's pushback tests its limits. Power couples like Blake and Ryan wield clout, but so do indie players, like Baldoni, backed by loyalists. Publicists, once shadow fixers, are now pawns. Jones, Sloan, others caught in the crossfire. The old PR machine's crumbling. Leaks rule the game. This isn't a feud. It's a mirror to an industry fraying at the seams. Zoom in on Blake. She's shaken. Losing a lawyer mid-battle stings. The bribery shadow clings, true or not. Her Gossip Girl days feel quaint. Serena van der Woodsen never faced this. Ryan's by her side, but his snark. Think that SNL skit adds fuel. Taylor Swift's name floats. Baldoni's team teases, calling her to testify. Imagine that courtroom. Scene. Hugh Jackman, too. Texts with him could spill. Blake's fighting to keep it locked, but the cracks are showing. Baldoni's not unscathed. His Jane the Virgin charm's fading. Wayfarer's on life support. He's banking on vindication, but the bribery claims a double-edged sword. If he planted it and it flops, he's toast. Friedman's brash, promising accountability, but the clock's ticking. Trial's a year out, and the public's impatient. Every move's a gamble. The film itself, It Ends With Us, is tainted. Fans rewatch, hunting for clues. Was that scene tense because of this? Did Blake flinch for real? It's art imitating life. Now life choking art. A sequel's dead. Comedian Chelsea Handler quipped, "It ends with us, guys." She's right. The story's over. The fight's the star now. What's next? Discovery's rolling. More texts, more leaks. That crew member, will they talk? The bribery's the key. If it's real, Blake's sunk. If it's fake, Baldoni's exposed. The judge's rulings hint at caution, protecting third parties, curbing leaks. But this beast won't stay caged. X posts hint at a documentary, he said, she said, already filming. Hollywood loves a meta twist. Picture this. Blake in a Manhattan. Courtroom, March 6, 2025. Her lawyers pleading irreparable harm if texts leak. Baldoni's team smirks across the aisle. Judge Lyman's stern, balancing fame and law. Outside, paparazzi swarm. Inside, it's chess with lives at stake. The bribery's a ghost. No proof, just whispers. But it's enough. Her lawyers, gone by week's end, and the game shifts. So here we are. Blake Lively, shaken, staring down a scandal she never saw coming. A lawyer's exit, a bribery rumor, a war with no end. Baldoni's holding his ground. But for how long? The truth's buried. Texts, witnesses, secrets waiting to blow. March 2026 is miles away, and the leaks won't stop. Who's lying? Who's bleeding? One thing's clear. This isn't over. Not by a long shot. Wait, did that crew member just post on X?